What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. This is a topic I wanted to wait on until we got all of the facts. If you guys don't know what's going on, Eroktic, who is a prominent Escape from Tarkov YouTuber and live streamer, he released a video a couple of days ago detailing the fact that somebody had reached out to him from the Escape from Tarkov community and basically told him that there was a vulnerability in their website and the way that they handle information, where he basically got access to over 1.9 million Escape from Tarkov user accounts. They could get their passwords, their usernames, their account IDs. This user then reached out to Battlestate Games to let them know, like, look, this is a way you can do it. You guys need to solve this. Apparently the way they were doing passwords and handling that was an old and outdated way of doing it, which led to a bunch of vulnerabilities. He reached out to them. They gave him no response. He reached out to Eroktic and said, look, this is what's happening. You need to let people know. So Eroktic made a video not telling you how to do it, but explaining that there is somebody in the community that is doing it. Now, I was going to make a video to follow that up, but that video would have just been like, hey guys, maybe change your Escape from Tarkov account. Now, Eroktic is an EFT YouTuber. I feel like he reached out to basically everybody that could have possibly seen it, so I don't think my video would have done much. But then following that, Battlestate Games then goes out on Twitter and says, hey guys, there's no vulnerability. It's all just a rumor. It's not actually true. But they do recommend you get two-factor authentication on your accounts, as every company should recommend that. That video started to get some traction. I watched this happen in real time. People were talking about it on the Reddit. The moderators of the EFT subreddit then pinned a post saying, hey, change your account information, change your passwords, just make sure that you just don't get caught by this vulnerability. And that was pretty much that. Until today, when I see that over 10 videos on Eroktic's channel regarding Escape from Tarkov have been copyright striked. He has now been locked out of his YouTube dashboard, and I suspect if this all goes through, that he's going to lose access to that channel and that channel will be deleted. So a little information for those who don't know. If you are a YouTuber and you get copyright striked, you can fight it, but then if you lose, if you get 3 strikes, your channel's pretty much done. Well, they hit him with 10 in the last 24 hours, which essentially means his channel is going to be gone because of YouTube's outdated DMCA copyright strike tech that they have. You're allowed to just copyright strike people, and then if it goes through, you're pretty much fucked. Now, there are channels on the platform that could be protected by this stuff, whether it's through their network or people that they have on their side on YouTube. Eroktic, I don't believe, has that protection, which is why I'm making this video. And now I'm seeing it happen to somebody who has been actively promoting their game for the better part of, what, 2 years? And they just literally destroyed a channel today. Now, the channel is still up as of recording this video, and I would hope that YouTube can take a look at this situation and realize, oh, this is just a spurious amount of copyright strikes over Escape from Tarkov. This is probably false. This is probably damaging to the channel, and this is intentional to get rid of a channel. I don't know if Battlestate Games realizes that that's how the copyright system works. I feel like they saw his video talking about the potential vulnerability. They didn't want to get it out into the public as much as it did, and they took that video down. And then I feel like the other 9 videos, they looked around and they said, you know what? Fuck this guy. And they went on a spurious DMCA copyright spree. I would understand if they reached out to Eroktic and told him to take down the video because they feel reasons A, B, and C, break it down and have a normal conversation. As far as my understanding goes, that didn't happen. They went on Twitter and said that, yeah, this isn't true. This is a rumor. But no actual conversation took place. After he released that video discussing the potential vulnerability, a bunch of users had reached out, and actually one of them reached out and explained that he had received a lot of spam notifications on his cell phone that someone was buying a whole bunch of Escape from Tarkov copies on his credit card. He called the bank to freeze the card, and then he actually had a conversation with Eroktic during this time. Long story short, he had a conversation with Exola, which is the payment processing company for Battlestate, and he had a conversation with Battlestate basically saying that they are fraudulent charges. He tried to get refunds, and then not 30 minutes after that conversation happened, he was then suspended for what Battlestate Games was calling cheating. Now, for me, it's very tough to talk about these things and actually know the whole scope of the story because companies like Battlestate Games keep suspensions and bans. They keep that information private. They tell you you're banned, and then they don't really tell you what for. They say it's cheating, but you can't prove it, so it's always a he said, she said situation. That's why I don't talk about the bans and stuff that goes on rampantly on EFT subreddit, people complaining about being banned, because it's actually tough to get the full scope and know exactly what happened in that situation. It's just funny that somebody who recorded all of these bank charges and purchases and emails all of a sudden then gets banned for cheating 30 minutes after. And all of the screenshots are available in Eroktic's Discord, and I am going to have a link. You guys can go and read the entire story. If you go to his Discord, there is an announcement that breaks down absolutely everything, and it's pretty telling. Battlestate Games is doing some fuck shit, and after all that stuff went down with that user then reached out to Eroktic. Eroktic then made a video basically detailing all of this information, and then after that video was released by Eroktic, an anonymous employee from Battlestate Games then reached out to Eroktic on Discord, and he posted the entire conversation. That employee was in charge of handling support tickets, and somebody had reached out to him with a support ticket explaining that his antivirus had caught something being installed from Escape from Tarkov's installer while he was basically installing the game, and when he looked it up, he realized that it was a Bitcoin miner. This program runs in the background and literally mines Bitcoin as it runs, and when he brought it to upper management, they told him that there is no such thing as a Bitcoin miner in Escape from Tarkov, and if he brought it up again, he would be let go. Now, granted, again, anonymous employee, Eroktic has that information. The guy said he wanted to remain anonymous. I have no reason to not believe it, but again, it's the case of he said, she said. Regardless of all of this information, Eroktic is somebody who discusses things that happens in the news, and whether or not he keeps his sources anonymous or whether he names them, it's information that is to be discussed, especially in the heat of all of this information about vulnerabilities and people stealing accounts. All of this information is viable and it's relatable. So why then would they think that it would be okay to copyright strike 10 videos on a channel of somebody who, yeah, talks about some of the bad stuff. He talks about some of the AI fixes that needed to happen when they released the new map. I remember watching those videos of him saying how much he loves the game, but he wishes these things were better. He wants you to be better. He wants you to better your game. And then you go and you copyright strike 10 videos on a channel, which could absolutely be completely devastating to a content creator in 2018, especially in the YouTube climate. You went and you illegally copyright striked 10 videos because you didn't like what he was saying in the first two, and then you said fuck it and went after the rest. Some of them were just pure gameplays. Had nothing to do with anything. So if it's a case of you actually want to protect your IP, which is what copyright strikes are supposed to be for, then why aren't you copyright striking everybody? I see people out here making best of Tarkov videos. I see people putting out gameplays all the time. This is selective devastation by Battlestate Games. To silence somebody who actually enjoys your product, but you don't like the criticism that you hear. Boy, doesn't that sound fucking familiar? And as much as I would absolutely love to pin Battlestate Games to the wall, I would much rather support a fellow YouTuber and content creator who plays tactical shooters, who is in the same space that I am, who isn't afraid to talk about this shit. I would much rather try to support them as much as possible. So what I'm going to do is down below in the pinned comment, I'm going to have a link to all of Eroktic's social media, his Twitter, his Twitch, his Discord, and I would urge anybody who fucks with me, who wants to watch somebody who isn't afraid to speak their mind, go and support this guy as well. Now, I'm not going to link the YouTube because, like I said, I have a feeling this fucking thing is getting deleted. I don't know how long it takes. I've never been in a situation where I've had more than one false copyright strike at a time. I don't know how Eroktic is feeling right now. I would imagine pretty shitty. Because what people don't realize is this is a lot of work. And when companies decide to falsely, illegally use the copyright strike system that YouTube has in place for their own benefit to silence criticism, see, that's when I get pissed off. And as of recording this video, I'm going to urge every single person who watches my channel who plays Escape from Tarkov to take this into consideration when you ask me why I don't play Escape from Tarkov and why I don't cover Escape from Tarkov. Because I have made multiple videos in the past explaining just how fucking shitty and scummy Battlestate Games is. They are one of the worst developers in the fucking game who will do absolutely anything to silence criticism, including putting NDAs on streamers when you want to showcase the alpha in the best light possible, including copyright striking videos on a channel that is just trying to help your community by explaining that you need to change your passwords because there might be vulnerabilities. God forbid somebody does the right thing. On top of all of that, on top of the morally garbage people that they have working at this company, you have an absolute fucking terrible development cycle where they promise you features that never, ever come. How's everybody's hideout doing? Battlestate Games is fucking trash. And I would urge everybody to support Eroktic. Go to his links. I'm getting fucking pissed off now. Thank you guys for watching. Fuck Battlestate Games. And I'll see you on the next one.